Stop everything. The internet is literally melting down as we speak, because the unthinkable has just been confirmed and the details are more explosive than anyone could have possibly imagined. We are talking about a betrayal so deep, a timeline so scandalous, and a revelation so earth-shattering that it is sending shockwaves through every corner of Hollywood. Teyana Taylor, the woman we thought was still healing from the wreckage of her high-profile divorce, has just dropped a nuclear-grade bombshell that has left the entire world gasping for air. You heard it here first. Teyana Taylor is officially pregnant, and the father is none other than the breakout star of the year, Pierre. This isn't just a rumor, this isn't just a whisper in the dark, this is a full-blown, absolute confirmation that has turned the celebrity world upside down. Only months after the ink dried on her devastating split from NBA star Iman Shumpert, Teyana is moving on in the most shocking way possible. We have the leaked messages, the secret medical records, and the eyewitness accounts of the explosive confrontation that went down when Iman found out the truth. This is a story of secret late-night rendezvous, hidden baby bumps, and a whirlwind romance that started while the world thought she was still mourning her marriage. The betrayal is real, the drama is peaking, and the receipts are finally being pulled. Don't move an inch, because we are diving into the most scandalous pregnancy reveal in the history of the industry. The facade hasn't just cracked. It has completely disintegrated in a nuclear blast of scandal that no one saw coming. We are talking about a betrayal so cold, so calculated, and so rapid that it makes every other Hollywood breakup look like child's play. The ink on the final divorce papers from NBA star Iman Shumpert was barely dry. A settlement that saw Teyana walking away with a staggering 4 luxury mansions and a 7-figure payout, when the shadows of a new, forbidden life began to emerge. For months, the world watched Teyana Taylor and British heartthrob Pierre play a dangerous game of just friends, but the secret is finally out, and it's screaming from the rooftops. We have obtained exclusive access to a string of leaked DMs between Teyana and her inner circle that date back to the very week the divorce was finalized, proving that Aaron wasn't just a co-star in her visual album, he was the reason the old world had to burn. The messages are visceral, raw, and absolutely incriminating, with Teyana allegedly describing Aaron as her safe space, while the legal war with Iman was still drawing blood in the courtroom. But that was just the appetizer for the chaos that erupted when a high-ranking source inside an exclusive Atlanta prenatal clinic leaked the ultimate confirmation: Teyana Taylor is 3 months pregnant. The timing is an absolute nightmare for the Shumpert camp. Imagine the scene. Iman is reportedly shell-shocked. Sources close to the athlete claim he was tipped off by a mutual friend who saw Teyana and Aaron in a compromising and deeply intimate embrace at a private Oscars after-party, an event where the two were supposedly keeping it professional. The betrayal cut so deep that an explosive, expletive-laden phone call allegedly took place between the ex-spouses, a secret recording of which is currently being shopped to the highest bidder. In the audio, a voice sounding unmistakably like Iman can be heard roaring, "You had him in my house before I even moved my shoes out." The breakdown didn't stop there. Social media became a literal war zone when Teyana's hard launch of Aaron on Instagram, under the guise of a birthday tribute, was met with a cryptic, shaded post from Iman's sister that simply read, "The truth always has a way of coming out, and some people are better actors than they are singers." The subtext was a sledgehammer. As if that wasn't enough to set the timeline on fire, fans have been playing detective with surgical precision, zooming in on every paparazzi shot of Teyana in oversized blazers and strategically placed handbags. The baby bump watch has reached a fever pitch, with TikTok analysts pointing out a hidden sonogram on a table in the background of a recent "Get Ready With Me" video that was deleted within minutes. The panic in the Taylor camp is palpable. Secret meetings are reportedly happening at her production company, the Aunties, to figure out how to spin this miracle pregnancy into a narrative that doesn't look like a total backstab to the decade of history she shared with Iman. But the leaks are coming from inside the house. A former assistant has come forward claiming that Teyana and Aaron's chemistry on the set of her project Escape Room wasn't just acting. It was a full-blown, secret affair that started while she was still technically trying to save her marriage for the sake of the kids. The assistant alleges that Aaron was smuggled onto the set in the back of a blacked-out SUV to avoid the prying eyes of the crew. The chaos has spilled over into the fashion world, with luxury brands reportedly reconsidering their contracts, as the clean break narrative Teyana worked so hard to build is replaced by a storm of homewrecker and betrayal headlines. But Pierre isn't backing down. The Mufasa star has been spotted leaving Teyana's new Alpharetta mansion, the very house she won in the divorce, carrying boxes of baby supplies. The audacity of it all has fans divided into two warring factions: those who praise Teyana for living her truth, and those who are disgusted by the disrespectful speed of her transition. The comment sections are a bloodbath of Team Iman and Team Aaron hashtags, but the most chilling reaction came from a leaked close friends story where Teyana reportedly posted a photo of two baby shoes next to a pair of Aaron's boots with the caption, "Finally, a king who knows how to lead." If that isn't a direct shot at the man she spent 10 years with, nothing is. But just when you think this story has reached its peak, a second source from the recording studio has come forward with a revelation that changes everything we thought we knew about when this pregnancy actually started. And if the dates are what they say they are, the paternity of this baby is about to become the most litigated secret in the history of the 1000-watt spotlight. The betrayal didn't just stop at a secret romance. It evolved into a full-scale psychological thriller that has left Iman Shumpert reeling in the most public way possible. We have just received a leaked video from an anonymous source close to the Taylor camp, and it shows Teyana and Pierre in a high-stakes, hushed argument in the back of a dimly lit studio just weeks ago. In the grainy footage, Teyana can be heard frantically whispering, "If Iman finds out the date on those papers, it's over. He'll know the math doesn't add up." This is the smoking gun. The math she's referring to. Fans have been crunching the numbers with the ferocity of a federal investigation, and the results are terrifying for anyone who believed the clean break narrative. If Teyana is indeed 3 months along as the clinic reports suggest, that puts the conception right in the middle of a time when she was still publicly claiming she and Iman were best friends and working on co-parenting. The timeline suggests an overlap so scandalous it would make a soap opera writer blush. But the plot thickens into a nightmare. Sources are now reporting that Iman Shumpert has officially filed an emergency motion in court, demanding a full audit of Teyana's medical records and, wait for it, a mandatory paternity test the second that baby is born. Iman is reportedly convinced that the affair began nearly a year ago, while they were still living under the same roof in Atlanta. The breakdown in the courtroom was allegedly so intense that Teyana had to be escorted out after a screaming match with Iman's legal team. "You don't get to take my money and his baby," Iman reportedly yelled in the hallway, a statement that was overheard by multiple witnesses. The social media fallout has been a literal apocalypse. Iman began scrubbing his Instagram of every single trace of Teyana, replacing their family photos with dark, cryptic quotes about the snake in the grass you fed for 10 years. The chaos escalated when Pierre's own past came back to haunt this fairytale. A woman claiming to be Aaron's long-term ex-girlfriend, whom he allegedly dumped just days before he was first spotted with Teyana at the 15% pledge gala, has entered the chat with receipts that are setting Twitter on fire. She leaked a series of voice notes where Aaron supposedly admits to being entranced by a high-profile woman who was promised to change his life and career. The implication is sickening. Was this entire relationship a strategic power move? Was Pierre just a pawn in Teyana's game to finally break free from the Shumpert shadow? The insider leaks are coming fast and furious now, with one TikToker claiming to have seen Aaron and Teyana's creative director in a heated confrontation at a Starbucks, where the director was heard saying, "The pregnancy wasn't part of the PR plan, Teyana. You're going to lose the movie deals. Every sentence of this story is a bombshell. Teyana's latest soft girl era posts are being picked apart by body language experts who claim her joy is a calculated mask for a woman in total emotional meltdown. Reports are surfacing that Teyana has locked herself in her new 10 million mansion, refusing to take calls from anyone but her mother, Nikki Taylor. But even the family unit is crumbling. A leaked text message allegedly from Nikki to Teyana surfaced on a popular gossip blog, saying, "I told you Aaron was trouble. Now we have 2 men coming for your neck and a baby in the middle. Fix it." The pressure is so high that Teyana reportedly suffered a minor health scare on the set of her new directorial project, leading to a temporary shutdown of production. The world is watching, the clock is ticking, and the truth is clawing its way to the surface. But just when you thought the paternity war was the peak of the drama, a secret recording from Teyana's own home security system has been leaked to the dark web, and what it captures between her and Aaron Pierre in the middle of the night will leave you absolutely breathless. The security footage is the final nail in the coffin. In a haunting, grainy clip that has sent the shade rooms into a literal tailspin, Teyana Taylor is seen pacing her marble kitchen at 3 a.m., clutching her stomach and sobbing into her phone. The audio, which sounds like it was recorded in the depths of a nightmare, captures her screaming, "I can't do this, Aaron." Iman is threatening to take the girls. He says if I don't admit the baby is his, he's going to release the tapes from the bedroom. This is the twist that has the entire world paralyzed. Teyana Taylor isn't just pregnant. She is trapped in a terrifying crossfire between the man she spent a decade with and the man she supposedly chose as her future. The revelation that there are bedroom tapes in Iman's possession has turned this from a pregnancy scandal into a full-blown celebrity blackmail war. The social media chaos has reached a level of toxicity never before seen in the industry. Twitter is currently trending with #FreeTeyana and #JusticeForIman simultaneously as the world chooses sides in a battle where no one is innocent. A viral clip of Aaron Pierre being cornered by paparazzi at Lax shows him looking visibly shaken, his usual stoic British composure completely shattered. When asked if he's prepared for a paternity battle, he stayed silent, but his representative released a cryptic statement moments later. Mr. Pierre is focused on his work and his future family. Some things are too sacred for the public eye. The word sacred acted like gasoline on a fire. Fans immediately pointed out the irony of using the word sacred when the foundation of the relationship is built on the ruins of a marriage that wasn't even cold yet. But wait, it gets even more explosive. A group of hackers claiming to have breached Teyana's iCloud have just dropped a series of photos that appear to show Teyana and Aaron in a secret tropical location 6 months ago, long before she and Iman had even announced their separation. If these photos are verified, it confirms the ultimate betrayal. Teyana Taylor was leading a double life for half a year. The emotional breakdown is now a public spectacle. Reports are coming in that Teyana's daughters, Junie and Rue, are being shielded by Iman's family, with his mother reportedly filing for temporary custody amidst the unstable environment of Teyana's new life. Teyana's reaction was a scorched earth Instagram live that lasted only 30 seconds before being cut off. In it, she was seen with smudged mascara, shouting, "You all want the truth. You can't handle the truth. This baby is the only thing that's real in my life." The industry is in a state of absolute shock. High-level executives at major studios are reportedly holding emergency meetings to discuss Teyana's future, fearing that the homewrecker label and the looming legal battle will tarnish her brand forever. Meanwhile, Aaron Pierre's skyrocketing career is suddenly on life support, as the Mufasa press tour looms with the shadow of this scandal hanging over every interview. The final cliffhanger that has everyone screaming. A leaked legal document from Iman Shumpert's lawyers has just hit the internet, and it contains a bombshell, non-disclosure, violation claim that could cost Teyana every single penny she won in the divorce. If she's pregnant for Aaron, she loses the houses, the money, and potentially her children. This isn't just a news story anymore. This is the total collapse of an empire. The world is waiting for the first photo of the baby, but the real question is, will there be anything left of Teyana's career when the dust finally settles on this explosion of lies and lust? This is a celebrity emergency. You cannot afford to look away for even a second, because this story is evolving at a breakneck pace, and the most dangerous revelations are still hidden in the shadows. If you don't want to be the last person to know when the paternity results drop, or when the secret tapes are finally leaked, you need to act right now. The mainstream media is too afraid to tell you the raw, unfiltered truth, but we are digging deeper into the trenches of this Teyana Taylor and Aaron Pierre scandal than anyone else alive. This is the biggest betrayal in Hollywood history, and missing out on the next update is like missing the trial of the century. Hit that like button immediately to show your support for the truth. Drop a comment below with who you think the real father is, Team Iman or Team Aaron, and subscribe with all notifications turned on. Don't let the algorithm hide the truth from you. The next update is going to change everything we know about Teyana's fairytale forever. Subscribe now or be left in the dark. This is a celebrity emergency, and the clock is ticking. You cannot afford to look away for even a second, because this story is evolving at a breakneck pace, and the most dangerous revelations are still hidden in the shadows. The internet is currently a battlefield, and if you aren't part of this conversation, you're already behind. The mainstream media is too afraid to tell you the raw, unfiltered truth about the timeline, the secret recordings, and the fallout between Teyana Taylor and Aaron Pierre. But we are digging deeper into the trenches of this scandal than anyone else alive. This is the biggest betrayal in Hollywood history, and missing out on the next update is like missing the trial of the century. You need to act right now before the legal teams scrub these leaks from the face of the earth. Hit that like button immediately to show your support for the truth. Drop a comment below right now. Do you think Teyana is the ultimate mastermind, or is she the victim of a high-stakes setup? We want to see Team Iman versus Team Aaron. Let the war begin in the comments. And most importantly, subscribe and turn on all notifications. If you don't, the algorithm will hide the truth from you, and you'll be the only one left in the dark when the paternity results finally drop. Don't get left behind. Subscribe now, because the next update is going to change everything we know about Teyana's fairytale forever.